Hey, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are going to tackle something that, honestly, trips up thousands and thousands of people every single year. So how do you master a test like the IELTS? I mean, if you've ever stared one of these down, you know that feeling. It just seems like this huge, impossible mountain to climb. Where do you even start?
Well, here's the secret. It's not about grinding through endless practice tests. Nope. It's about taking the thing apart, like a mechanic with an engine, to see how it really works. And that is exactly what we are going to do right now.
All right, let's zoom in. We're going to focus on what is, for so many people, the most stressful part, the IELTS listening section. And not just the whole thing, but a very specific Part 1 task that catches so many beginners off guard. We're going to turn that anxiety into some serious confidence. Okay, so what is this section actually trying to test? It's really important to get this. It's not about some deep philosophical understanding. It's about being able to snatch specific little details out of the air. You know, things like numbers, times, key activities. It's literally an information scavenger hunt. Your job is to find the treasure.
So, to break this down, we need some raw material, right? Let's use a classic example. We're going to meet a guy named David and listen to a little bit about his daily routine. This is a super common scenario you'll find in Part 1.
All right, here we go. So the audio might sound something like this. My name is David, and I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I have breakfast with my family, and then I take the bus to work. I start work at 9 o'clock and finish at 5 in the afternoon. After work, I like to go for a run in the park. In the evening, I usually cook dinner, read a book, and go to bed at around 10:30. See? Seems pretty simple on the surface, but it's packed with those little nuggets of info that Tess wants you to grab.
Now look at this. When you take that block of text and just lay it out on a simple timeline, bam, everything just clicks into place. The key details, those times, those events, they're no longer jumbled up. They're organized. They're clear. This little mental trick is so powerful for holding on to this information while you listen.
Okay, so now come the questions. And this is where we need a big mindset shift. Stop thinking of these as a test. They're not. They're your mission briefing. Every single question is a clue telling you exactly what piece of treasure to hunt for in the audio. All right, here's our mission should you choose to accept it. 5 simple questions. Notice how each one points to a very specific target. A time, a way to travel, something he does. This is what changes the game. You're not just passively sitting there hoping to remember stuff, you're an active hunter with a target list. And now for maybe the most important part of this whole thing, the active review. This is where the magic happens. We're not just going to say the answer is X. No, we're going to go back and find the exact words, the proof in the text. This is how you build that rock-solid confidence.
Okay, let's put it into practice. Question 1. What time does David wake up?
So your brain is now scanning for wake up and time. And boom, there it is, clear as day in the text. I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning. It's a perfect match. No tricks.
See, we're building a pattern here. So when the next question pops up, how does he travel to work?
Your brain is already primed. You're listening for a car, a train, a bike, and there it is. The audio says, then I take the bus to work. Got it. Let's keep this rhythm going. Next target, what time does his work start? Again, we're hunting for a time, and the audio delivers it right to us. I start work at 9 o'clock. Easy. Now they'll mix it up. It's not always going to be numbers. They'll ask about activities too. For instance, what does he do after work? And look, here's a huge giveaway. The question says after work, and what does the audio say? It starts with the exact same phrase, after work, I like to go for a run in the park. They're practically handing you the answer.
All right, last one. To wrap up David's day, the final question is, what time does he usually go to bed?
And the text gives us that final piece of information. And go to bed at around 10:30. Do you see the pattern now? It's so clear once you break it down. It's not some mystery, it's a game of matching the question's keywords to the answer's keywords. Okay, so we've taken the whole thing apart. We see the gears, we see how it works, but that's just half the battle. How do you actually use this to practice in a way that, works? Let's put this all together into a winning strategy.
Here it is, your 3-step method for practicing with purpose. Number 1, pause and repeat. After you hear a key sentence in your practice audio, literally pause it and say the sentence out loud. It feels a bit silly at first, but it seriously builds that audio memory. Number 2, hunt for numbers. Train your ears to light up whenever you hear a time, a date, a price, anything with digits. 9 times out of 10, that's going to be an answer. And number 3, predict the flow. If you just heard David wakes up, your brain should be thinking, okay, what's next? Breakfast? The shower? Getting to work? This keeps you a step ahead of the audio, not a step behind.
And really, this is the whole thing right here. This is the big takeaway. The key isn't just to practice listening. It's to learn how to listen. It's about being strategic. It's about listening with a mission. That's what makes all the difference.
And that's it. That's how you deconstruct a problem and turn that feeling of I can't do this into, okay, I know what to do. So now I'm curious, what should we deconstruct next? The reading section, the writing, maybe another test entirely? Let us know what you want to see us take apart in the next explainer. We'll see you then.